Welcome back, everybody. Bonjour, bonjour. Comment ça va? What's good? Welcome back to my channel. It is your boy SB. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. And before we even get it started on this vlog that I hope will actually make an impact on your life, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe below. Show your boys some love. Let's get this community out there. All right, y'all, so today's vlog is going to be different. It is going to be more of a conversation and tips and tools that I'm providing to you based on my own experiences. And I just want to caveat and say that this does not beat a doctor's or professional's advice or recommendation. It doesn't subtract from you all doing the due diligence to find out what makes the most sense for you in your life. This is simply me trying to spread positivity and vouch for those like myself who have experienced anxiety and battle it every day in life. This is just about ways that we can heal and grow and learn to conquer the beast, because there's a whole world outside for us and we deserve to enjoy it. We don't deserve to have these roadblocks and these anxieties creep up on us and steal our joy or prevent us from being the best versions of ourselves. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? All right, I'm bringing it back, y'all. We're gonna bring it back. All right. What I just wanted to do is kind of give a background on my journey with anxiety, because it is something that I've experienced in my adult part of my life. It was not something that I necessarily have battled with throughout my entire life. It was something that kind of came later on in my journey, where I would say around the end of my undergrad career and getting into the working world. I just experienced a lot of trauma. I experienced a lot of toxic environments that I was a part of that contributed to me building this anxiety. So it was more of a response to everything that was going on in my life, the things that I was facing, and just trying to overcome those struggles and those hurdles. In doing that, in trying to overcome, certain toxic behaviors that happened, whether it was in the home, out the home, relationships, work, friendships, there are a lot of things that can be triggering and cause you to have fear going forward in your life, because that's what anxiety to me personally is kind of rooted in. It's rooted in fear. And the whole purpose of this video is to provide tools so that we can overcome our fears and be the best versions of ourselves as possible, because we have great things ahead of us. We have a lot to accomplish and we can't allow things to hold us back. It's okay to slip, it's okay to fall, but it's never okay to let yourself stay down. And I am a champion of that. Some may disagree, but I always want to encourage someone that they can overcome whatever obstacle comes their way. So, anxiety is something, like I said, that came later on in life. It's something that I've since struggled with. I also have had social anxiety. It creeps in, creeps out. I've, grown in learning how to handle that beast. So anxiety has manifested itself in many ways. I've had situations where, trauma from seeing family members pass or seeing family members struggle with their health, it causes a lot of anxiety for me. But, I'm a lot better now with handling that than I was before. And that is because of the tips that I'm going to share with you guys today. And I hope that you take something from this. So tip number one, y'all, is simply prayer. Prayer has helped me in almost every time that I've had anxiety, because what we instinctively do as human beings, if you believe in God, this is nothing against people who are atheists or who have other beliefs, but what you typically do is you start praying to God. You start asking God to have their hand over you, to protect your family. Maybe it's something that doesn't even have to do with you. Maybe there's an outside thing going on that impacts others. That I'm that way, where if something's happening to someone else and there's danger, for instance, it may cause me a lot of anxiety. And so prayer acts as a way for me to spiritually connect and spiritually get those anxieties and those fears quelled. I'm not saying it happens immediately, because it damn sure don't. It definitely is not gonna happen in that second. I can't count on my hands the number of times that I've asked God to help me in a situation, to make a situation better. Or maybe it's not God, maybe it's, the ancestors, maybe it's your guiding angel. And I can assure you that when you start to build that connection with God, they will show up more and more in your life as you have these anxieties and things that you have to overcome. I believe that when you do try to make an attempt to spiritually connect, you immediately sense a feeling of calmness that can override what you're feeling from your anxiety. Now, secondly, and kind of linked into number one, is meditation. Meditation has been key in helping me in anxious moments, in helping me in moments that maybe there is a bit of paranoia, a bit of fear. Meditation and just like breathing also. So meditation, you can breathe as a form of meditation. You can and letting that air out and breathing in and filling up your lungs. I mean, I've taken yoga classes in the past. Yoga is a form of meditation. That's where I also learned breathing techniques. So breathing techniques, yoga, those are both forms of meditation. But if you just want to sit still, close your eyes, don't think about anything in this moment. Whatever's happening outside of you is outside of you, and you're not thinking about it. You literally have a clear mind, or you're aiming to have a clear mind. And you're just gonna sit for however long you can, where before your body or your mind tells you that you can't do it anymore. And in those moments, I'm back. In those moments, that's when your adrenaline levels are decreasing. That's where your heart rate is going to slow down. That's where you're not going to think about those things that are causing you anxiety. You're not going to even think about those things in that moment. You're literally going to remove yourself from that anxious circumstance for a few moments. So numero tres, that's a favorite of mine. That is dance. Like literally no funny, no antics, no cliche bullshit. It's a secret of mine, I'm not a dancer. Let's be clear, I'm not a dancer. But I will put on some music and groove out in an anxious moment, because in an anxious moment, perhaps my body is so tense and I'm just like, your heart rate's going up, you're tense, and I literally need to get loose. How I tend to do that is I'll throw some Afro beats, I'll throw some hip hop, I'll throw on my favorite artists, and I'm gonna put on their favorite songs, the favorite songs that I have of those people, and I'm gonna groove out. I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna vibe, I'm gonna, sing. Like, those are the things that I'm gonna do in those special moments with myself that are going to help me with my anxious situations. And I encourage you all to try that as well. You don't have to be a dancer. You don't have to be a dancer by any means. You can just get up and enjoy yourself, groove, and vibe out. And in those moments, you're literally living in the moment. You're being free, you're living in the moment, and you're forgetting about your worries. You're forgetting about your worries, and that's what we want to help you do. Not to forget that those problems exist, because maybe it's something that you actually have to take care of. Maybe you can't afford to forget about, what is causing you anxiety. Maybe it's something in your direct environment. But you have to also give yourself tools to mentally keep yourself together, and that can be by creating your own little domain for a couple of minutes, half an hour, as however long that you think you need to just distract yourself from what's going on. Well, I might have lied, y'all. I might have lied. I think numero cuatro might be one of my favorite ways of relieving myself from an anxious moment. Because numero cuatro es ejercicio. exercise, working out. I love working out. I am not buff, I'm not fit, I don't have the six pack, but I will lift some weights, I will do some push-ups because one, it's healthy for my body, for your mental as well, because of all the chemicals that are released when you're working out, the endorphins that are released, and those things help create happiness, a sense of peace. And so working out is a way in which I can not only positively impact my body, but I can also, kind of tune out again what's going on and focus on something completely different. Personally, for me, I don't know how to really describe it. Working out is just it for me. And you don't have to be crazy fit. You don't have to be fit at all to enjoy working out. You can be someone on their journey of physical fitness, no matter where you are, and just work out because you enjoy doing it. And that's really what it's all about, finding things that you enjoy. Now, the last but not final, but final today, is something that I will preface with saying, I am not a doctor, I am not a medical professional. I am only sharing my previous experiences and what I've done. That's all that I'm doing. I'm not recommending you guys, participate in the things that I participate in. And so I want to also share that what's helped me with my anxiety is using CBD oils. CBD is legal and it has benefits, mental benefits. It helps with your mood, it helps with your appetite. It has so many different benefits that I encourage you to do your research on CBD because it may be something that you find interesting. So that's all I'll say on that. I done gave y'all all the tools and the tips that I have in my arsenal. All right, y'all, so that's all that I have for now. I appreciate everyone who's looked this far. I appreciate you for tuning in, liking, commenting, subscribing. Again, please, I encourage you to do your research on different ways that you can help with your anxiety. And I always will recommend that everyone, I implore you to find a professional that you can talk to, a counselor, a therapist that you can talk to just add to your entire holistic wellness. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video. What more do you want to see? What tips do you have on how people can improve their mental standing when they're going through anxious moments and anxiety and stress? And as always, I'm here with the positive vibes, wishing nothing but the best for you all. So take care until the next video, y'all. Peace.